Hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about a topic that we rarely introspect on, that we rarely reflect on. Why do we fall sick? We get sick, we take tablets, we take medicine, we change our diets, we take herbs and supplements, we recover, we move on with life, we get sick again. But as we speak, there are millions of people across the world who are stuck into something called chronic illness, chronic sickness. What does this mean? You had a primary condition. Let's say, for example, you had diabetes. And then over the years, along with diabetes, you develop high blood pressure. After a couple of years, you have diabetes, high blood pressure, and you have chronic kidney disease. You're in chronic sickness. From moving from one pill, you're now on 2, 3, 4, or even a laundry list of pills just to maintain your illness, to suppress the symptoms, to constantly keep the side effects of whatever you're going through in place. That's chronic sickness. Or it's someone with heart disease. You have a blockage, you have high cholesterol, you may have gone through a bypass, you may have a stent in you, and then the process and the procedures continue year after year. From one stent you move to the second, from the second you move to the third. Or for someone who has cancer, you're in remission, the cancer comes back again. You get in remission again, and the cancer comes back again. Sometimes you have a cancer, you get in remission, and you continue to stay in remission for a lifetime. Why do human beings fall sick? A lot of people say it's because of pollution, it's pesticides in the food, it's many, many things. We're going to understand that today. Because over the next couple of videos, we're actually going to try to empower ourselves with the understanding that we have a switch within us that we can turn on at any time to begin a recovery process. Does this turning on of the switch means that your cancer is going to disappear overnight? That the blockages are going to melt away? Absolutely not. But this switch, which when we turn on, helps us move into a mode of prevention and recovery. Maybe we don't need the second stent anymore. Maybe we'll go into remission and stay in remission. Maybe we can actually reverse our type 2 diabetes. Maybe we can actually reverse our thyroid like millions of people are already doing. Maybe we can finally lose that stubborn weight that's been hanging onto our body for the longest time, frustrating us. No matter what we do, we don't lose that weight. Maybe those headaches can become lesser and lesser. Maybe that migraine can disappear. Maybe your skin can finally clear up. Maybe your hair can start getting stronger. Maybe that alopecia that you have, it disappears. Maybe your autoimmune conditions go into remission as well. All these maybes are possibilities because they're happening as we speak. There are people who no longer have their autoimmune conditions. The point is, what is the difference between those people who start to heal and recover and those people who continue to add on more diseases into their bodies and life year on year? Out of 100% of the sicknesses, 5 to 6% of them are highly genetic. That means your parents carry the strong gene, you carry the strong gene, and you will get it maybe 5 years down the line, 10 years, 20 years. Maybe you will get it. Your chances of getting it are very, very strong. But it's funny how a lot of people with type 2 diabetes, they blame it on their genes. Oh, my mom had it, I got diabetes too. It's not necessary because we know type 2 diabetes today is highly lifestyle oriented. It's driven by poor lifestyle. Type 1 diabetes could be highly genetic. But type 2 is mostly lifestyle driven. And if your parents had diabetes because of a poor lifestyle and they taught that poor lifestyle to you and you learned that poor lifestyle and you're living that poor lifestyle, guess what? You're going to get type 2 diabetes not because they got it, because you're following their same lifestyle that made them get it in the first place. So out of 100% diseases, 5 to 6% of them will be highly genetic. Doesn't mean those can't be handled. We understand epigenetics today. And by living the right lifestyle, we can upregulate or downregulate a gene. We can turn off a bad gene, we can turn on a good gene. It's up to us, the lifestyle that we live. Now what about the balanced 95%? It's within our control. Today people are living with diabetes. They take their pills, their A1C and their blood reports are looking good. The doctor says, great job, go on with the pills. That's all fine, you need that medication at that point. But why aren't you addressing the root cause of your diabetes? While you're taking the pill, have you also started to exercise well? Have you started to change your dietary habits? Have you started to reduce the amount of emotional stress that you have in your life? Have you made a change in your sleep habits? If not, guess what? That medication now has to continue for month after month because you're not addressing the root cause of the problem. Every medication has a side effect. Whether it's your metformins, all of your diabetic drugs, your thyroid medication, your paracetamols, your antacids, everything has a side effect after a while. So while you will suppress the symptom and treat the symptom, the root cause continues to grow in your body. So a diabetic is still a diabetic, even if their blood parameters look good. You are only not a diabetic when you have no requirement for medication anymore. So you see, chronic illness and chronic sickness is actually supported by the sick care community. You gotta be sick all the time. You gotta be on medication all the time. The smart people will say, okay, I need medication right now, I've messed up, but I'm gonna get off that medication with my doctor in the loop because I'm deciding to change my lifestyle. We get sick today because the body is in disharmony. When the human body is in harmony, when we're in homeostasis, which means everything is working the right way and your body in the background is taking care of all the excess pollutants and chemicals in your food and dealing with inflammation caused by your stressful lifestyle, but your body is able to work with that and keep you in homeostasis. When you're in homeostasis, there's a signal that goes out to every part of your body that everything is okay. The internal environment is okay, the external environment is okay. Your body is doing that for you with its intelligence all the time. Now when we're out of homeostasis, we're out of balance. For example, the number one cause of most people suffering today and disease is stress. When you're chronically stressed, the human body cannot stay in homeostasis. The human body cannot stay in harmony. Can you have peace and harmony in your family if there are constant fights? No, it's impossible. You may have a clean environment, a luxurious environment, but there's disharmony. That disharmony doesn't make you feel good, no matter how much of material luxury you have in your life. But if you're in a toxic environment, you're in a toxic family, you're in a toxic relationship, you can't enjoy those things because you're in disharmony all the time. When you're in disharmony, the body is in constant sympathetic nervous system, fight and flight. Your blood pressure is always high, your cholesterol levels are always high, your blood sugar levels are always high, inflammation is always turned on, and because inflammation is on, your immune system is confused, your immune system starts to attack you. We can be in a stressful state of period, and then we have to move to de-stress. That's perfect. The human body works great with that. But when we're constantly stuck in stress, no matter what superfoods you're eating, no matter how great your doctor or your nutritionist is, there is imbalance and disharmony in the body. When there is disharmony in the body, your body can't do the basics of repairing you, identifying mutating cells, growing, regeneration, rejuvenation. It cannot happen. No matter how much ashwagandha you're popping to feel better about yourself and feel calmer, your body still doesn't have the ability to repair, to grow, to heal when you're in disharmony, when you're out of balance. Growth, repair, regeneration, boosting of the immune system, lowering of inflammation can only happen when the body is in a state of complete balance, homeostasis, harmony. So you see, today we think it's about foods and exercises and meditation and all of that. We're only scratching the surface. We need to see, how am I creating balance within me so that the intelligence within my body can protect me from disease, can heal me in case I get a disease. So the difference between people healing and people not healing is not the allopathic medication. Because you can have 100 people with a migraine taking the same kind of medication. 50% the medication works. The balance 50% it doesn't. For 100 people, they no longer need medication because guess what? They've addressed the root cause of the migraine through lifestyle. So you see, everyone's healing is an outcome of empowering your body to stay in balance. So if you're constantly sad, if you're constantly angry, if you're constantly jealous, if you're constantly not able to forgive someone, if you're constantly bitter, you're constantly living in guilt, you're constantly living in fear, what do you have in your body? Imbalance, disharmony. Your body cannot protect you. Your body cannot heal you. All the medication and all the superfoods in the world cannot help you. You first have to get the body back into balance. And that is why it is so important for us. While your diet is important, your exercise is important, your sleep and emotional wellness is of prime importance. Because it is during deep sleep that I enable the healing process of the human body. It is only when I can maintain a feeling of calmness, or I can focus on things that are going well, do things that make me happy. It doesn't mean that you won't have sadness in your life. It doesn't mean that you won't have ups and downs, but you're choosing goodness. You're choosing to feel good, because when the human body feels good, psychologically and physiologically, you are in harmony. When the human body is in harmony, you harness the intelligence of your body to heal you, repair you, grow you, regrow you. Basically, protect you, help you survive, and help you thrive. So the reason why we fall sick is when there's disharmony. That disharmony can be caused by a virus, by a bacteria, by anything, by a mutating cancer cell. But you understand now the larger part of your healing and recovery will not just be the chemotherapy or the antibiotic or the antiviral. It requires you to relax, to start feeling good about yourself, focusing on things that make you happy, focusing less on the things that are making you sad, focusing on relationships that uplift you, people that make you feel good about yourself, not people that you have to live in constant fear of because they may backbite behind you, ridicule you, put you down, not make you feel good all the time. You got to get rid of all these people and things that are causing constant disharmony. Disharmony means unhappiness. It's not possible for you to feel happy when there is disharmony within you. So you see, our healing is dependent on a lot more than just food and medicine. A lot more than just meditation as well. People meditate, but they come back to feeling miserable about everything that's not going well in their life. Meditation is to teach us to be calm and relaxed and mindful and know where we can put our attention and focus on the things that are going well. They may not be too many in our life, but at least we can focus on some of the good things that are going well. Some of the good people out of your hundreds and hundreds of followers who you don't even know, but they make you feel miserable every day. You can have 3 good friends, or you can have 500 friends to show off with, but all those friends don't make you feel fulfilled at all. They don't serve you. They don't serve your soul in any way. So sometimes less is more. So a lot of our healing is within us right now. Right now, each and every one of us have the ability to turn on that healing button by focusing on happiness, focusing on peace, focusing and finding the courage to let go of things and people that don't serve us, accept people and things that don't serve us, only so that we have our own peace. Forgive people no matter how difficult it is. You're not forgiving people to be a hero. You're not forgiving the other person so that they can feel good about themselves. You're forgiving other people so that you can move on. You can lift that weight off your chest that is causing you pain, hatred, anger, guilt, resentment, a feeling of inferiority, a feeling of insecurity. All of those are feelings that do not help you or your body heal you. They don't serve you in any way. They only serve the ego. They only serve the pride. So we need to understand today, number one reason you can fall sick. Science can give you 10 reasons why you're sick. But number one, there was a change in your body at a cellular level. You were in disharmony, that your immune system was so weak that it couldn't kill the bacteria. You were in disharmony, that your immune system was so weak it couldn't kill the virus. You were in disharmony when the cancer set in your body, because your immune system couldn't identify that cancer cell forming, like it does identifying everyone else who has cancer cells but doesn't have cancer, because your immune system is protecting you. So whenever we're sick, it's time for reflection. What do we need to change in our life? Dietary changes, exercise and movement changes, maybe more rest, maybe more movement, the quality of your sleep, which is magical and healing, and your emotional wellness. Maybe it's time to start cutting away all that emotional baggage that doesn't serve you. It's just weighing you down. Maybe it's time for you to make changes in your friends groups, in your relationships, in the way you perceive life, you perceive people, you perceive love, you perceive the meaning of health and success. Maybe it's time you started changing your belief systems and belief thoughts about life and people and everything else. You're only as happy as your perceptions. You can constantly perceive everything and everyone as negative, and you're left with residual negativity, which keeps you in disharmony. Maybe it's time for us to look beyond diet plans and just prescriptions and start owning the responsibility of making changes at a cellular level in our life. Maybe it's time that we start to look at things that really truly make us happy, not fake society, not fake social media that doesn't really make us happy at all. But maybe it's time to move to something that nourishes us and reconnects us with our spirit. So you see, when you look around at these unbelievable cases of fourth stage cancer people, or people who no longer have tumors, where even the medical world can't understand them or us, you got to owe it to something beyond medicine, owe it to something beyond nutrition. It is something that is called the intelligence of life that has been in us from the time we're born, and it is in us until the time we're dead. We all have that intelligence, but most of us have come in the way of that intelligence. We don't allow it to do its work. We think we're smarter than the human body. We think we can burn out. Burnout is disharmony. Disharmony is disease. It is impossible to feel healthy or be healthy when you're burning out. But you can pretend to be healthy because you want to be cool on social media. You want to constantly show people how much you're working, how much you're hustling and grinding, how jet-set your life is. But you're at the back of that social media, what you're not showing everyone are the amount of pill bottles you have on your bedside table, the length of your prescriptions, the amount of pain that you're suffering with every single day. Because guess what? You can only show your best side to people because you want to be liked all the time. So you never see the side of all of these people on social media only projecting a good life, how sick they really are. You cannot burn out and be healthy. It's not physically possible. It's not possible according to quantum physics, according to nature. If you're burning out, your body's already shutting down on you. There ain't nothing cool about that. There's no point glorifying weakness and hustling and grinding and all of that stuff. I know people who are billionaires today. I know people who are well set in life, and they've done it with grace, with elegance, at their own pace, not in a hurry. They're doing it slow and steady. And a lot of them are building way more stable and nourishing and fulfilling businesses than a lot of people who are just hustling to show the world how rich they can be, how rich they can get, but inside they're unhappy and dying all the time. You don't have to be that person. Today you understand why people are constantly getting sick. It's because we're moving away from harmony to disharmony. The moment you start finding yourself moving away from nature, further away from nature, you're moving from harmony to disharmony. None of your pills and superfoods and nutraceuticals can ever fix you. The number one thing that can fix you is slowly starting to realign with nature. As you realign with nature, you create harmony. As you create harmony, you're in homeostasis. As you're in homeostasis, the intelligence of your body will work far more superior than any doctor, any scientist, any surgeon, any nutritionist, any meditation teacher, any personal trainer. All of these people are necessary in life, but they're not everything. What is everything? Is harmony. Because in that harmony, you allow your intelligence to work for your body. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.